My name is Wendy Dixon. I'm 32 years old. 3 weeks ago, my parents stood up at their 40th wedding, anniversary dinner, and announced, in front of 30 guests, "We're taking the whole family to Hawaii next week." Everyone clapped. My sister squealed. Even I smiled, because for 1 second I believed I finally mattered. Then I asked one innocent question. "What time is our flight?" My father stared at me. My mother's smile disappeared. And right there, in front of everyone, my dad said, "You don't need to know, Wendy. You're not part of this trip. Someone has to stay behind and take care of the kids." 30 people heard it. 30 people watched my family say out loud what they'd been proving my whole life. I wasn't family. I was help. But what they didn't know was that I had a secret. Growing up, I was the invisible one. We lived in a perfect white house. Perfect lawn. Perfect reputation. My sister Megan was the golden child. Married to a lawyer. 2 kids. Brand new Lexus in the driveway. My 10-year-old Honda. Street parking. "Move your car, Wendy. Guests notice the driveway," my mom would say. And I always moved it. Thanksgiving, I arrived at 6 a.m. to cook. Christmas? Same thing. Birthday parties? I ran everything while my sister relaxed. Once, I asked if I could skip a family event for work. My mom said family comes first. We all make sacrifices. Except I was the only one sacrificing. 3 years ago, my boyfriend left me. He said something I'll never forget. "You're just there." That night, I walked into a pawn shop and bought a used Canon camera for $180. I told no one. I started photographing people society ignores. Old women at bus stops, night janitors, street vendors. I called the series Invisible Women. I posted anonymously. 3 years later, 12,000 followers. Still, my family never knew, because they never asked. Then 3 weeks before that anniversary dinner, I got an email from a gallery in California. They wanted to meet me. I almost deleted it. But my Aunt Ruth, the family disappointment, much called me. She said, "I sent your work to a gallery owner. He wants to give you a solo exhibition." That night, I replied. 1 week later, my family uninvited me from Hawaii and assigned me babysitting duty. After the party, I found emails on my mom's laptop. She wrote, "Keep Wendy here. She has nothing important to do. It's like having free help." My sister replied, "She'll feel useful for once." I took screenshots, and that night I packed my bags. I drove 45 hours from Boston to California. No plan, no permission, just my camera. Aunt Ruth gave me a room above her cafe. 2 days later, I walked into a gallery. The owner looked at my work and said, "I want to offer you a solo exhibition." 6 weeks later, my gallery opened. People came, champagne flowed. Red dots appeared on my photos. One sold for $3,000. That night, I made $8,400. For the first time in my life, I was seen. Then the gallery door opened. My sister walked in. She said, "I'm pregnant again. I need you to come home and help." Not congratulations, not pride, just need. I looked at her and said, "This isn't a hobby. This is my work, and I will never be free help again." People started clapping. My parents showed up next. My mom said, "Family comes first." I replied, "Then why wasn't I invited to Hawaii?" Silence. I read their emails out loud. The whole gallery heard the truth, and for the first time in my life, I walked away without apologizing. Today I live in California. I'm not rich. I'm not famous, but I'm free. And if you've ever been the invisible one in your family, remember this. Setting boundaries isn't betrayal. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is walk away and choose yourself.